At some point, her credibility, is going to go down the tubes because she needs to bring receipts. Bill Ackman brought receipts. How long was that tweet?
It's still going. I think
he was there in the room.
Reading it.
Andrew Colbert was there in the room. You're on the board of Turning Point?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you saw Candace Owens?
In person?
Yeah.
2015, 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
when's the last time she was at a Turning Point event?
Not in many years.
Okay.
But
so let's
you don't
without even being biased.
Is
Candace even involved in Charlie Kirk's life?
No question proof that Candace Owens has nothing to do. She would be in a perfect world if they didn't have this. What I already know was a very quiet breakup where she got too rabbit hole for him. She would be the logical heir to the TPUSA throne, but she's not.
Now she's not even invited.
Correct. So this is so their divide is.
Wait a minute, not invited. Meaning
she's not even there.
She's not there. One of the names.
You don't think she'll be at the funeral?
No.
That's not the funeral.
The heir to the TPUSA throne.
She doesn't speak at the events anymore.
So that's just what it's so good for this to happen because you guys are watching everything that I'm saying and you can watch them lie. Eric Bowling, I just don't even get this one. How can you say that I have not spoken at a Turning Point USA conference in years when I literally went on tour with Turning Point USA on college campuses last year?
Yeah, man, I was born in the ghetto. Now you know that I grew up with a struggle. They even told me I would end up like a zero, but I ended up with a gold medal.
The Patrick Bet-David podcast didn't learn, apparently, from the first time they tried to expose Candace Owens, and it backfired badly. This time around, they tried to expose her again, but it also backfired pretty badly from their own audience. The PBD Podcast and Candace Owens share a similar audience, so they always freak out whenever they criticize Candace Owens, especially after the last time they tried to expose Candace Owens and it backfired, because actually turns out Candace Owens was telling the truth. They haven't been able to live that down, to be honest. This time around, they were discussing Candace Owens' latest accusations, where Candace Owens is claiming the head of state of France, Emmanuel Macron, and his wife, Brigitte Macron, who Candace Owens has done multiple documentaries on, exposing the fact that she believes that Brigitte Macron was born a man and they're hiding this from the public. She claims that they actually put a hit out on her, that they paid assassins $1.5 million to assassinate her. And she would also claim that the person who assassinated Charlie Kirk was actually trained in France by special forces. Those accusations is wild. Now, when I discussed it, I said, listen, I don't know if I 100% believe this, but the one thing I'm not going to do is call her a liar. I'm going to say I'm going to wait for her to come back from her week hiatus and discuss this.
Thank you. That's exactly what I said. I said, when I watched that podcast, from PBD, and then the way they were talking about Candace, and I was like, didn't Candace go to these people's podcast? They seem to be loving Candace. Just the way they were talking, I was like, bro, I was shocked. And then for this other guy to say Candace was seeking attention, and then she's delusional, and she's saying all these kind of things, I'm like, bro, Candace got a lot of following. She I don't think she is out here looking for clout. I don't think she's out here just saying things to get attention. You get what I'm saying? And for somebody that met Candace and talked with her, these people, I was disappointed. Even me, I'll be like, why would Candace say all these things if she did not check? You get what I'm saying? Candace, if we know anybody on the internet, and I say this, there's nobody that does it like Candace. There's nobody. You name a podcast channel that does it. I don't care if it's a podcast or whatever that does it like Candace. She actually dig. She would make a series of something about something. You get what I'm saying? And then she would dig every time she would show the proof. I don't know how to put that. I don't know how to put that for these people to talk this much bad things about her. That was tragic. Let's say she's lying. Hypothetically, let's say she's lying. You supposed to be her friend, okay? Would you just go out and say she's lying without actually knowing that she's lying? If you knew that she was lying, that's one thing. Because I do not want you to support a liar. But you do not know that if she's lying or not. The best option for these people was to just say, I'm not sure what is actually going on. I'm gonna give her a call, or I'm gonna wait for her to come back, just like this guy's talking. I'm gonna wait for her to come back and put something out there, and I will hear it. That's how it goes, man.
Because the one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna give the infrastructure the benefit of the doubt, right? If you think I'm gonna give a leader of a nation, usually most people who become president, who climb their way to the top, it's a blood sport, okay? You spill blood to get to the top of any country.
Thank you.
Don't matter what country it is.
Thank you.
You spill blood to get to the top of that country to be in power.
Thank you.
So I'm not gonna give a bloodthirsty head of state any benefit of the doubt, right? So I said, it sounds wild, but I'm waiting for Candace Owens to get back.
That's good.
Apparently the PBD Podcast can't wait for her to get back to present the proof that she promised she's gonna present when she gets back, because they are already doing podcasts calling Candace Owens a big fat liar who's unhinged.
So over the weekend, the political commentator also claimed that Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, was trained by the French Legion 13th Brigade. Is this what she said? Candace Owens claimed on Monday that the French President Macron and his wife allegedly spent $1.5 million on plot to assassinate her days after she claimed the couple ordered a hit on her life.
This is the tweet they're referring to. We discussed this in our last video. Candace Owens claims that a high-ranking employee of the French government actually came to her and exposed the fact that the Macrons actually paid $1.5 million to a Canadian bank account to arrange her assassination. She would also say that that same person who told her this claimed that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. Journalist Xavier Poussard's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious. Candace was also saying this was a joint operation between Israel and France.
Candace is one of the most gifted communicators out there. She's very gifted at grabbing your attention. The flip side to that may be that she's an attention-seeking, spotlight-addicted narcissist.
I hated when this guy said this. I hated it. I mean, I get it, but bro, for somebody that you've met, come on, man. Come on, bro. Boy, nowhere, boy.
Who needs your attention and gets off on all the attention. You used a crime novel, was the thing? Spy novel?
Spy novel.
It's so funny because I was watching Scooby-Doo the other day, and it made me realize that Candace is like the human podcasting version of Scooby-Doo, where, you know, where are you? I'm gonna find you. She has her whole crew, and she deputizes her audience, as Dinesh D'Souza said, and she doesn't need a mystery machine. She's got her podcast and her mic, and she's bringing Twitter receipts, and she's finding clues, and she's finding chicks with whatever she's working on. She always has the answer, and you always have to stay tuned to the next episode where she does the big reveal. And then plot twist, ruh-roh, it was Israel. All roads obviously lead to Israel.
Sounds so lame, bro. Sounds like a hater. You're just a hater, bro.
Of course, who was it? It was probably Israel. And then much like Scooby-Doo, it's like, you would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling fact checkers. So to me, she's so gifted, but at the same time, when they rip the mask off people, I'm wondering, what is the mask that she's wearing? What is she hiding? Because what she's doing is not, she's either the best crime fighter the world has ever seen, or she's gaslighting everybody into believing whatever nonsense she's coming up with.
I don't ever want an enemy like Adam, man. This man is relentless in his slander, bruh. He is relentless. You will think the way Adam talks about Candace Owens that they have some type of lifelong beef or something. When
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Candace Owens and Adam don't get along because Candace Owens has an anti-Israel rhetoric, and that's as far as it goes. But Adam will personalize it, go above and beyond to bring on certain people to slander Candace Owens. And I'll be real with Adam, bro. Like, you blame Ben Shapiro for Candace Owens now being a radical when it comes to Israel. Because Candace Owens was at some point moderate. It was only like a year ago when Candace Owens was a moderate on this Israel and Palestinian issue. And then Ben Shapiro and you guys treated her as if she was the field art student when she had a moderate take. And now she's radical because y'all treated her like the field art student when she was a moderate. And now she's a radical against Israel. And now you guys is reaping what you guys saw. And by you guys, I mean you content creators who were friends with her, and y'all turned y'all back on her once she became a model regarding Israel and wasn't sucking off Israel and Bibi every chance she got.
That's what I was saying.
Now Adam has personalized that particular beef, and now he does this to Candace Owens. And the reason why I'm taking Adam's word on this with a grain of salt, and I'm not even somebody who believes Candace Owens is 100% telling the truth. I think Adam is the least credible person when it comes to Candace Owens. Adam literally brought on somebody to lie and defame and slander Candace Owens. Like when Charlie Kirk passed away, Candace Owens was online grieving. Adam said, I'm gonna bring on somebody to tell the world that Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk weren't really that friends. They weren't really friends at all. They even lied about the last time that Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk did a Turning Point event, claiming that Candace Owens hadn't seen Charlie Kirk for almost a decade. Right? Well, closer to 5 years, but you get my point.
At some point, her credibility, is going to go down the tubes because she needs to bring receipts. Bill Ackman brought receipts. How long was that tweet?
It's still going. I think
He was there in the
still reading
room.
it.
Andrew Colbert was there in the room. You're on the board of Turning Point?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you saw Candace Owens?
In person?
Yeah.
2015,
Oh, wow.
2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
When's the last time she was at a Turning Point event?
Not in many years.
Okay.
But
so let's
you don't
without
even have to
even
do this,
being
Adam.
biased.
There's a
is Candace even involved in Charlie Kirk's life at all?
No question proof that Candace Owens is nothing, has nothing to do. She would be in a perfect world if they didn't have this. What I already know was a very quiet breakup where she got too rabbit hole for him. She would be the logical heir to the TPUSA throne, but she's
and
not.
now she's not even invited.
Correct. So this is
So-
their divide is.
Wait a minute, not invited
Wow.
meaning
She's not even there.
She's not.
She's not there.
one of the names.
what,
That
you don't think she'll be at the funeral?
no.
That's
I mean,
not
the
the funeral.
The heir to
Oh,
the
okay.
She
TPUSA throne.
doesn't speak at the events anymore.
I mean,
So that's just what it's so good for this to happen because you guys are watching everything that I'm saying and you can watch them lie. Eric Bowling, I just don't even get this. How can you say that I have not spoken at a Turning Point USA conference in years when I literally went on tour with Turning Point USA on college campuses last year? That's just incredible. You didn't know that I went, I was on tour for Turning Point USA last year. You don't remember that happening at all?
You would think they would retire all Candace Owens topics once they made a blunder that big. You brought somebody on to lie on Candace Owens, claimed that her and Charlie Kirk were not friends. They didn't work together for years, only for the public to just do basic research and find out that Candace Owens did Turning Point USA last year. So now Adam is back, all right, with more Candace Owens discredited. Now, they even went as far, to be honest, they really had it out for her. They even went as far as to play this like pseudo-reverend, pseudo-pastor at a Turning Point event recently who claims that like Candace Owens is the devil.
Yes, I watched that. I'm tired of watching that video. If y'all want to watch this video, make sure to go to this man's channel. What is this channel called? Poetic Flacco. Poetic Flacco. Make sure to go to his channel and check it out. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, look, it doesn't matter what kind of issue you have with somebody. If you let your anger control you, then you will make a lot of mistakes. That's exactly what that guy is doing. He went and called out the guy. That guy is like, he's saying things like chopped up. It's like he's chopping up the things that he's saying. It's like, bro, were you choking, having a stroke, something? Like, come on, man. Why lie? Why are you lying when you know it? I don't get it, man. It's just so bad. It's just so bad how people going out of their ways just to put, I don't know, to throw Candace under a bus or a train or something. Why? What do you gain out of this? What are you trying to prove to the world? That she's bad? Come on, man. You worse. You're going out of your way to prove that somebody's bad, but you don't see yourself being worse than that person. I'm gonna catch you guys next time, man. You can like, dislike, comment, do not comment, share, do not share. I'm out. Yeah, man, I was born in the gutter. Hey. If you good, welcome aboard. If you bad, you ain't ignored. Yeah, man, I was born in the gutter. Now you know that I grew up with a struggle. They even told me I would end up like a zero, but I ended up with a gold medal. Tu fais du bien, ça revient chez toi. Tu fais du mal, ça revient chez toi. Tu fais du bien, ça revient chez toi. Tu fais du mal, ça revient chez toi.